You ain't gotta tell me twice. Okay, cool. I'm really glad I remembered that. Okay, if I go over this way, I get... Oh, it's the girl in the red dress. Cool. Oh, doll.
また喋り出したぞ。
Yeah.
今度はどこだってんだよ。
Where is it gonna take us this time? I mean, so far it's taking us everywhere we need to be, so that's good. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Oh no. So close.
ふざけんなよ、クソ人形。そんなとこにあるもの。来れるかよ。
Yeah. No way.
誰かいるのか？
Huh? Oh my god, it's Morishige!
無事だったか。
Oh god, he got okay, he got away from Yuka.
岸沼。それに委員長。そちらも無事で何より。
Okay. Well, that's good. Oh boy.
どうしたの？
He's acting so calm and
ちょっ
collected.
とな。お前、どこにいたんだ？
別館の方にいたんだけど、さっき急に気を失ったみたいで。気が
Ugh.
ついたら、なんか校舎の雰囲気が変わってて。
Yeah, different air quality.
あと、持田と持田の妹にもあったよ。
That's good. Yeah.
本当か？あいつらも無事なのか？
So the only ones they don't know about are Miss Yui, Naomi, and Seiko.
なんか妹がはぐれてたみたいだけど。
Yeah.
森重くん、それ手に持ってるもの。
Oh fuck, that's right. Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hands. He doesn't know.
ああ、これ、この先の通路の床下で、見つけたんだけど。
Oh god. He doesn't know, but they
何かに
do.
応じない？これ、いるの？
He's acting so
じゃあ、
casual about it.
渡しとくよ。俺は今人探しでそれどころじゃないんだ。
We know who you're searching for. God. Received another tongue bag from Morishige. As with the others, there's a student ID name tag attached to the front. Yuki Kano.
じゃあ、ね。なんだよ、委員長。その目は。
Look at his face. Look at the glasses. They're glowing. She can't face him.
そうだ。持田が1の A で待ち合わせしようって言ってたよ。
おう。多分よ。鈴本のいる あの場所じゃなくて
Yeah.
近くの床にでも転がってたんだろうこれじゃなきゃよなあ
怖い。あの人、手、血まみれだった。
They were very well, clearly coated in blood. Best not to think about it. It's best that we don't think about it, you know. Okay. It's time to give the final tongue back. Too bad we didn't find the final tag. Hey, Yuki. We are.
この子は片目がない。返してあげるべき体の部分がこれじゃ足りてない。どうしよう。
I think that's gonna have to be good enough. Yeah, pull out the tongue bag. Go lowers head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Uh-oh.
かんの。ゆきちゃん。返してあげる。これ。
I really hope this is enough and I didn't just kill us. Offer the spirit Yuki's tongue.
お姉さん。ありがとう。
It's been forever. I'm so glad this was all we needed to do. I'm there with you, Ayumi.
すげえやったな篠崎これで3人かあと1人赤い服の
幽霊と喋ってると、どんどん自分が死に近づいていく感覚がする。
That's fair.
だんだん自分の死に顔が
That's fair.
頭の中にはっきりと浮かんでくるの。すごく嫌なイメージ。
I couldn't even begin to imagine that.
帰りたい。帰りたいよ。お母さん、お姉さん。星田くん。
You said the word.
篠崎わかった次俺がやるからよ
Oh,
しっかりあ
bro got tossed on his ass.
あ地震か
Another earthquake.
なんだこれでかいぞ
Yeah. Oh god, what's happening? That spirit's acting up. Are we good? Bob him.
気を失ってたのか
Probably.
どこだここは
I think I know exactly where you are. And you do too. Yes, sir. They made it. They're back.
ここ俺らの教室
It is.
マジかよ
For real. Guess there's no Satoshi. Or Miss Yui. Or anyone else, huh? Shows a line with filled personal effects belonging to the Class 2-9 primary and assistant homeroom teachers. Daily duty logbook and attendance roster. Sex teach materials including remote for the overhead projector. Collecting to buy a bouquet of flowers for our dear friend Suzume, who will be leaving us for a new school after the festival. 300 yen per person. Contact Ayumi Shinozaki for payment. Huh. You know, the clock is in the hall is pointing to 8. There's not a soul in sight. Oh, I have to do it from...
篠崎
Bro, you literally just looked at her.
おい息はしてるな
She's at least breathing, yeah. That's something.
篠崎おい起きろよ
It's just raining outside.
岸沼くん
You made it!
見てみろよ周り俺も信じらんねえんだけど
We did it.
嘘本当にここは
It is.
マジだよほら俺の机だ
With all the markings.
本当だ見て見て私の机
ってことは
私たち帰ってこれたのよやったー
しゃあざまみろちくしょう
Hell yeah. So where's everybody else? You still have blood on your ass. Needle on the clock on the sign. I was pointing at 8. There's not a soul in sight.
サトシやユイ先生たちは帰ってきてねえのか
Looking around. You open the door. Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor is likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Like the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around the darkened quarters of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. As thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black.
これ現実かさっきまでのは夢だったんじゃないか
I doubt it.
どこで何やってんだろう
I don't know. You're exploring your building.
どうした篠崎
Why don't you come see for yourself? Oh my god!
あ
Nope.
まだ終わってないの
I couldn't tell you. Oh!
お前は
Poor Yumi's about to have a full-blown mental breakdown. I don't blame her.
ちょうどこんな雨が降る ことでした。
I forgot they had little sprites too. Little
私が誘拐
sprites.
されたあの日、
She's telling the story.
私はお母さんと喧嘩をしてしまいました。何を言ってるの？
I love how freaked out Yoshiki looks. He's looking like he's having a full-blown panic attack.
わかんねえよ。
Ayumi's crying. Yoshiki's like, why is this happening?
お母さんと顔を合わせるのが嫌で、学校の後、私は家へ帰らずにぼーっと渡り廊下にしゃがんで雨を眺めていました。
I've been so invested in playing, I've barely drank my water. I filled this thing up before I left work.
そうしたら私の隣に吉和先生が座って、と私の話を聞いてくれたのです。
That's all I could say.
先生、言葉を話せない病気だったけれど、心は優しい人だったから、私は好きでした。
He seemed like a nice guy until he killed you. Until he kidnapped and killed you. Oh wait, no.
お兄さん、お姉さん、
Uh-huh.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry for what? Oh, for trapping us in there, right?
あなたは5年生の菅野ゆきちゃんね。
Yeah? That's her.
さっきはありがとうございます。殺された私たちを成仏させようとしてくれて。
We did what we had to, get out.
結局、成仏はできたのか。なんでお前、まだいるんだよ。
Funny thing about that, the experience can't pass just yet.
いいえ、できてません。
Oh, okay, we didn't.
あなたたちから言葉を奪った、脱ぎ取られた舌は返したし、
More to it than
あ
that.
なたたちにひどいことをした犯人には懺悔させたけど、
In my control, I'm thinking about it actually. Funny thing, you didn't.
やっぱり許せない。私たちの成仏に許す、許さないというそれぞれの意思は関係ないんです。懺悔とは犯人と被害者との間に存在して、それ単体で私たち被害者の霊を動かすものです。私たちが天神小学校を異空間に閉じ込めている霊場の断片だから、私たちを動かすという方法は正しいと思います。
Moving you.
だけど足りていないんです。犯人の懺悔が。
Because it wasn't him, right?
あいつの文化人形が喋った言葉では足りないってこと？あれは
で、なんだよ。なんだって無関係の人間を何人も何人も閉じ込めてるんだ。
I don't really think it's their choice.
俺た
Is
ち
it?
をあそこに呼び寄せたのはお前ら子供の幽霊たちだろ。
それは違います。
だと
私たちは 異空間をつなぎ止める歯車に過ぎなくて。
お前鈴本を殺したじゃねえかよ。なあ、
もう少し聞こう。
It's about to throw hands with a fifth grader's spirit. Bro, gonna throw hands with a 9 or 10-year-old.
お姉さんたちだけでも無事に遅れてよかったです。
なんで急に俺たちを気遣うような言い方すんだよ。
Because they're freed. Because she's freed from the
私
clutches.
のお姉ちゃんに聞いたことがある。
Ow.
強い未練を残したまま暴力的に命を搾取された霊魂は
Yeah, that sounds about right for her.
普通の人で言うところの錯乱状態に近い状態でとどまってしまうって。
Yeah.
いろんな感情や思いがごちゃ混ぜになってしまっているから。
And one of the overarching ones was
本
anger.
来の優しい心と聖者への妬みや敵意の気持ちとをコントロールできずに感情がくるくる変わるって。
Yeah.
お前の姉さんって霊能師？
Something along those lines. Runs in the family.
ちょっと違うけど。
Oh, she literally said something like that. So, what you're saying is... I'm tired. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin?
だったらお願い、他の生きてるみんなも持田くんや先生たちも連れてきてあげて。
Unfortunately, two of them are dead.
できるんでしょ。もうそれは無理だと思います。
Yeah, why not?
あの空間はたくさんの無関係な命を食べ過ぎました。
Yeah, no, we figured that.
そこで死んだ人たちの恨みの念がもう満員だから。
I think it's Saturday?
行き場をなくした悲しい思いたちの影響で全ての霊が
Cool.
わずかに残った理性を失い始めています。
Uh-huh.
私だってもうすぐまた生きてる人をただ無差別に襲うだけの怨霊になってしまいます。
That's not good.
あな
That's
た
very not good.
味方してくれなくなるのね。
And that sucks, because having one of them on our side is... Because having them on our side is amazing.
だったらなおさら急がなきゃ。何か持田くんたちを助ける方法はないの？
Unfortunately, I don't believe so.
一つだけ
Well, I mean,
ありま
okay.
す。
Outside of re-entering, I don't see a way.
どうするんだよ。
お兄さんも知っている方法です。あの場所へ戻って私たち天神小学校の児童4名誘拐殺害事件被害者の霊をみんなを成仏させてくれれば歯車を失った異空間は多分消えてなくなります。
Yeah.
そうすればもしかしたら
Because there's no guarantee.
あそこへまた戻るのかよ。
He was gonna do it.
それにせっかく残りあと一人だと思ってたのに、すんのつもりのお前ら3人も成仏してなかったしよ。
どうしてさっき口ごもったの？成仏できなかった 理由それは思い出したくないんです。でもどうしても知りたいのなら教えます。あの時のこと。
I think you'll do more than tell. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant, their two beings seemed to merge together in a single mind.
篠崎。
We get to see what happened. It's pitch black.
どうなったの？私
It's still pitch black.
気絶したはずなのに意識がある。
I don't know.
真っ暗だし体が動かない。
If I'm shuffling around a bit, by the way, at this point, for those of you video watchers, this is 2.5 hours later. I have been sitting in this chair for 2.5 hours. My butt is sore.
なんか疲れた時になる金縛りみたい。
I've never actually had sleep paralysis. Matt's had it a lot. He's told me about all the. Oh,
ここは
he looks decrepit even while he's alive.
体が動かない。
犯行現場で唯一生き残った赤いワンピースの女児、篠崎幸子。幸子の家族は事件後、怯えるように他県へ移っていったとされている。
Fair. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's 1.2 girls here aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident. But they're still alive! Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot. They're just sprawled out on the floor. And so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Yeah, it's all gone dark. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. Since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. The helpless cries of the other children knock off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared, it feels like my head's going to explode.
何するのよ。どうして目隠しなんか。ねえ、離して。
I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me. In order? Oh! I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure, primal terror cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. It feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why has he God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? Ugh. It's been at least a half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is the next to me to scream for her life. The symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already? God, what's wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. His footsteps are getting closer. My hair's standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen. Like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. In order? God, why am I relieved by the silence? The kid next to me just died. It's my turn now. Someone's got me for the hair. They're pulling my head up. I'm taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer. The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. The actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, released previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed, one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors that had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was a little girl, her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes. And then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the blade scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing through the room. Then she took those dull-rusted, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. Oh, we're about to see her just... Oh, I don't get to see it, just... Oh, the third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me. It makes it nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. It was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that eventually led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes to no real surprise that a sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not to be expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if this building never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations. And I remind you, this is mere conjecture. One question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible that this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike version, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much. Shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may have simply lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around the same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone who would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down but demolished altogether and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now.
詳しくは次回の連載にてお伝えしたいと思う。楽しみにお待ちいただきたい。
Thank you, Kokubiki. Is that the end of the chapter? Continued in chapter 5. Holy crap, that was long. But we did it. We cleared chapter 4. We missed a single name tag. The pivotal moment completed chapter 4. We got one ending. We have one final chapter left. Oh, a gentleman's errand, meeting of the minds. We're missing. Alright, I want to just say this right now. I am still very much enjoying this game. This game has still been by far one of the more fun ones I've played in a minute. I can't wait to beat this game. I can't wait to clear the final chapter, to clear the extras, to get all the name tags. I cannot wait for that. And for those of you on YouTube, I seriously hope you guys are loving this series. Because this series is not going to end once we beat Chapter 5. No, we have the extra chapters first and foremost. But second off, we still have a bunch more Corpse Party games to play. Such as, if I can actually find it, the PSP version, or the PS Vita version of Corpse Party. As well as the original. But we'll get to that when we get to it, you know. But right now, that's gonna be the end of the stream. I hope friends seriously did enjoy this. If you did, you know what to do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Laters!